Hello, everybody. Welcome to our channel, Foundations in AI. My name is Aniekin. I'm currently an instructor at AWS. We are excited to be part of your journey for the AWS machine learning exams, including the Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate exam. We'll start this series with one of the foundational concepts you will encounter on your machine learning journey, data processing.
Hi everyone, I'm Ava. I'm also an instructor with AWS. If you're just getting started with AWS machine learning, you are in the right place. Don't worry if data processing sounds complicated because we're going to break it down into simple, digestible concepts.
That's right, Ava. And between the two of us, we collectively both have six of the AWS machine learning related certifications. In addition, you have the machine learning specialty exam, right?
That's right.
Very cool. I'm excited about that one. I'm looking forward to taking that one next.
Nice. So, folks, we created this channel to share our knowledge with you and any lessons learned. So, please stay tuned.
Very cool. And one insight that has allowed us to be successful in the various machine learning related certifications is that there is a core set of topics that are common across all four certifications, right? From machine learning and AI fundamentals.
And then also data processing, analytics, cloud architecture, security, governance, and compliance as well.
That's right. These topic areas are covered across all four AI and ML certifications at varying depth and emphasis.
So, you can take what you know from preparing for one exam, let's say the AI practitioner, and then use it as a foundation to prepare for the next exam. And Yekan, you mentioned different depth and emphasis, correct?
Absolutely. And as you know, Ava, the questions get more complex and more nuanced as you go. And they might have different focus. For example, the AWS Certified Data Engineer Associate exam emphasizes data processing and analytics more heavily than the others. In this series, we expose you to the data processing and analytics topic area.
Yeah, definitely. So, Yekan, let's jump right in. What exactly is data processing and why should we care?
I love that question. Why should we care? Great question. At its core, data processing is the phase in machine learning where we take messy data and transform it into something clean and usable. Think of it like baking, right? To make bread, what do? You first prepare your ingredients. You measure the flour, you crack the eggs, you mix the ingredients in the right order. Only then do you start baking.
You sound like you might be a baker as well as a AWS instructor. But that's a great analogy. And, just like with baking, if you don't prepare your ingredients properly, the end result won't be what you want.
Absolutely. Clean data is crucial. If the data that we use to train our model has missing values, uses perhaps inconsistent formats, uses different scales, and is biased in some way, it is considered messy data.
And messy data should not be used to train a machine learning model, as the model will not perform well potentially. It might lead rather to wrong predictions, poor performance, and more. There is a saying that 60 to 80% of time spent on data preparation and processing is what takes up from the life cycle of the data engineer. So that is a big number there. So what are some of the key things we do during data processing, Anyekan?
Interesting question. Let's go online for a minute. Let's go to let's go to the architecture center.
Nice.
And when we go here, essentially where I want to take us is the well-architected. So right now I'm at aws.amazon.com/architecture. And I want to take us to the well-architected site. And there I want to take a look at the machine learning lens, so machine learning well-architected lens. So let's search for it. Yeah, machine learning lens. All right, so here, let's go click on that. And then, so this is a view of the 6 phases of the machine learning lifecycle. And the phase that we are interested in today is the data processing phase. So when we go there, we see, data processing. So this is what it's all about. These are the main activities that you will want to know for data processing, starting with data collection.
Yeah, data collection involves gathering raw data from various sources, maybe from databases, sensors, user clicks, right?
That's exactly right. And there are different ways to ingest the data and store the data. The other activities to consider, the other activities to consider when we go back up here. Let's see, go back up to the life cycle. The other activities to consider include data wrangling, which is the cleaning and organizing of data, which happens across data processing and feature engineering.
Yeah, I like to think of data wrangling as solving a puzzle. You're taking all these scattered pieces of the puzzle on the floor and then you put them together and organize them into a clear picture. So we do this by cleaning, in the case of data wrangling, not the puzzle itself, right? We're going to clean the data by removing duplicates and handling any missing values they may be there. We want to structure the data by converting different data types and also organizing the columns of the data. And also one other activity that might take place here is going to be enriching the data by combining different data sets.
That's exactly right. That's pretty cool. And then there is the IDA, Interactive Data Analysis. This is where we explore the data. Think of it as having a conversation with your data. You ask questions, you get answers, and you refine your understanding. Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler performs this interactive data analysis. Ava, you have a Data Wrangler demo for us, right?
Absolutely, coming up.
Very cool. I love it. So let's finish up here. Let's finish up with EDA. So EDA is exploratory data analysis.
Yeah, that's right, Anyakan. This is where we focus on discovering patterns and relationships through visualization and statistical methods as well. And it's really in the name exploratory data analysis.
That's a great way to look at it. So while IDA and EDA both help us understand our data, EDA emphasizes the use of visual tools and statistical techniques to reveal information about the data. In AWS, we can use services like Amazon QuickSight and Amazon SageMaker Studios notebooks. And even, as we'll see later, as Ava will show us later, even Data Wrangler can be used for this purpose.
Yeah. Yes, we'll see that shortly. And now that we have a good understanding of data processing, why is it so critical for the AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate exam, Anyakan?
Very cool. Let's see. AWS puts strong emphasis on data processing. Why? Because it directly impacts model performance, like Ava said earlier. The exams tests both your theoretical knowledge of machine learning principles and practical understanding of AWS services. You'll need to know services like, right, for example, in the data processing analytics topic domain, services like Glue. Glue, for example, is used for things like data cleaning with the Data Brew feature. There is SageMaker also. SageMaker can be used for a lot of different things actually in the data processing phase, including used for visual data preparation.
Got it. So it's not just about understanding the machine learning principles and concepts. You need to know how to implement them using AWS services as well.
That's right. That's right. So, Eva, we are ready. Are we ready for the SageMaker Data Wrangler demo?
Sure thing. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. Okay, folks. So Aniakan, can you see my screen okay with
I
Data Wrangler?
can. I
Great. Thank
can.
you for confirming. Okay, folks. So this is the SageMaker Data Wrangler feature or tool, if you will. And here I have uploaded, or rather imported into SageMaker Data Wrangler, I should say, a data set from S3. It's already here. And now I have used it to create something called a data flow. So let me show you what that looks like. Here is a data flow. And I'm going to change the name just to show you that you can do that if you wanted to. Here we go. And now if I click on the data flow, it's going to allow me to do a few different things with it. Firstly, I would like to see the data again. So the data was a CSV file that I used here. And sure enough, you can see if I click on the data tab up here, it's showing me the CSV file in the format that includes columns and rows. So it's tabular format. Even has those little visualizations here as well. So these are the columns. Anything to add here, Nieka, before I
Um,
switch
yeah, I'm
to the
just
next one?
looking at this. I'm fascinated by those charts and those visualization tools. So this is part of what we were talking about earlier, that SageMaker not only does interactive data analysis, but it also plays a part in exploratory, in EDA, because it brings us the visualization as we are preparing the data.
Absolutely. So let's take a look here at the analysis. So this is a data quality and insights report. And the way this works is you need to select the target column. This is the column you want to predict. And then we're going to use the sample data set here. So let's say that I would like to predict the air temperature. And I'm going to do a regression problem, let's say, and let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So it's generating the analysis for us. And you can see it's giving us a data set for the statistics of the data set here. How
That's
many?
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry to jump in. I was just noticing the types of information, the things that it's going to expose to us, the missing data, the duplicate rows. So some of the things we're talking about that help us turn messy data into clean data.
Exactly. Yeah, and so you can see here it's giving us some warnings. And really, what is happening here is these are all the things that we're going to need to address with the data set, right? So, again, we're going to talk about all those details more later, but it's giving us a warning, of course, that needs to be addressed here. And then it's giving us a feature summary. And again, this was just with a couple clicks of the button. So, these are the different features or columns. That's another term for it, the prediction power. And also take a look here, it's going to give us some visualizations as well. So I can keep on scrolling, and you can see there's some other things that are generated here as well, some other charts. So this is a histogram chart, for example, and it
Very
keeps on
cool.
going. Yeah,
Yeah, very nice. Really appreciate it.
absolutely.
That's an awesome demo. It's definitely worth the wait. All
I'm glad you
right.
think so. Thank you. Yeah, so over
Yeah.
back to you, Anieka. There
All
we go.
right. Very cool. So, Ava, you know what? Let's do a quick recap.
Absolutely. So, what did we learn today? Well, we learned about data processing. This involves collecting, cleaning, and structuring data before using it for machine learning.
Yeah, and also we talked about certain activities. So the four core activities, starting with data collection. So data collection is gathering raw data from sources. Then we have data wrangling. Data wrangling, that is the cleaning and organizing of the data. And part of that includes IDA, interactive data analysis, iteratively exploring and understanding the data. And then finally, exploratory data analysis using visualization tools, using statistical methods to discover deeper insights.
That's great. And then let's also go over the tools that we can use here. One of them is going to be Amazon QuickSight, and then the other one is the tool you just saw, which is SageMaker Data Wrangler. You can use them to visualize and understand your data better. And these concepts and AWS tools are critical knowledge areas for the machine learning exam, folks. So make sure to pay attention here and commit those to memory.
Perfect. Right. All right, folks. Yes, you are now better equipped to understand the data processing phase of the machine learning lifecycle. And you'll use but you'll use this as you prepare for your exams, including the AWS Machine Learning Engineer Associate exam.
Absolutely, Aniakan. So, folks, if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll be releasing more videos that break down those AWS ML concepts, and also like and drop any questions in the comments as well.
I like that. Be sure to like us. All right. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. And remember, it's okay to be scared. Just don't be scared of.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time.
Happy learning.